Today we're talking about the new Amazon Prime Video movie, The Map of Tiny Perfect Things. So let's get started. Welcome, movie watchers. Thank you guys for stopping by my channel. If you guys love to watch movies like I do, you guys are in the right spot. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click that notification for more up and coming videos. Two teens who live the same day repeatedly create a map of tiny perfect things around their town. Question of the video: if you were stuck in a time loop, what is one thing you would do over and over again? Check out my answer in the comment section down below. This film stars Catherine Newton and Kyle Allen. It is yet another time loop movie. We seem to be getting a lot of these recently. The Edge of Tomorrow, Happy Death Day, and Happy Death Day to You. This is another one that just is thrown into the mix, but tries its best to stand apart from other films like that. This is a, your typical teenage rom-com film, but it's stuck in the time loop. It has the benefit of not really introducing these characters and showing them how they got stuck in the time loop. Kyle Allen plays Mark, and he's stuck in the time loop, and that's the first thing we see to him. He wakes up, he has breakfast, and he just goes about his day knowing what's going to happen around him at a pool, around the street. And then he meets Margaret, played by Catherine Newton, and she's stuck in a time loop as well. And there's no introduction of how she got stuck in the time loop. So it kind of just cuts all that junk out of the way about getting stuck in the time loop, reacting to it. They're already in there, so let's get the movie started. What's interesting about this movie is the fact that there's these two different characters, and one wants to be stuck in the time loop and one wants out of the time loop. So they have different personalities and different preferences when it does come to the day that they are living over and over again. And throughout the film, we slowly learn about why each one wants to be out of the time loop or why one wants to be stuck in the time loop. And it does try to provide some more personal, emotional moments for these characters. Some of it kind of come towards the end of the movie, but it definitely works for these characters on a level of why they want to be here or why they don't want to be here. But when they are not discussing of their preferences and reasonings behind it, they create this map of tiny perfect things throughout their town. And so, these big time loop movies, they're focusing on huge events of doing fun things. And because they can do that, and occasionally they try to do some big things, but they start to appreciate the smaller things in life. So they create this map of where maybe something happens throughout the day that's really small, but puts a smile on their face. So they put something here, they draw something here and there. It's just a map of these tiny perfect things that they run into. I thought that was a really endearing moment for these characters because they are stuck in this time loop over and over and over again. They're getting tired of what is happening, but they start to discover smaller things that they may have not noticed previously. And there's like this montage scene in the middle half of the movie of them just walking around and finding these tiny perfect things and putting a smile on their face. And Kyle Allen and Catherine Newton have really good chemistry in the movie. It just has a really easygoing flow to it, and that's provided a lot with their acting and their chemistry. It's just a really easy performance for both of them, and there are some moments that you do see coming kind of towards their relationship. It's kind of a friendly relationship at first, and then it transitioned into something a little more. You totally would expect something like that in this movie, and it does visit that towards the end of the film, but I really like how they wrapped up their characters. So for a subgenre of movies, time loop films that we've seen a lot coming out in the last decade, and I still really enjoy them, from Groundhog Day to Edge of Tomorrow to Happy Death Day, and the newest one being Palm Springs. I do enjoy the time loop concept. It's pretty fun, but this one is on a much smaller basis. It's not trying to be big and grand. It's trying to show that there are a lot of smaller things that you may miss throughout the day, and if you don't take the time to stop and look at them, you will miss it. And even in the time loop, you still miss these things. so they do eventually appreciate the smaller things, and it gives them a better perspective on life and relationships. So I thought it was a pretty nice touch to the film. So overall, The Map of Tiny Perfect Things was an overall really enjoyable movie. It just has a really easy flow to it. It's not trying to be big, it's just much smaller. The chemistry works, and it's overall really entertaining, pretty funny as well. I'm gonna go ahead and give The Map of Tiny Perfect Things a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for The Map of Tiny Perfect Things on Amazon Prime Video. Have you seen it by chance? What do you think? But let me know in the comment section down below, and stay tuned for more up and coming videos. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.